Hey everybody, I'm Joette from the Bowdabra Design Team. And today I'm going to teach you how to make one of these easy tabletop centerpieces. We're going to start out with a length of Bowdabra Bow Wire. We're going to fold it in half. I'm going to make it a little bit longer because we're going to be wrapping it around quite a bit of stems. I'm going to fold it in half and we're going to place it down in our large Bowdabra. Tuck the ends underneath and out of the way. And now we're going to start out with some foliage. Now I like to put a little bit over on one side like that to catch anything to keep it from slipping out. And I'm going to repeat this on the opposite side and just we're going to build on it from here. And we could put some actual deco mesh on it right now, but instead we're going to take some more foliage and we're going to put it down to make it spread out to the sides like this. Just spread it out a little bit, fan it out, and place it down in the Bowdabra on the opposite side. And next we have these tulips. You can get these at the dollar store really inexpensively, and we're going to split it like this. And you could cut that off if you wanted to, but it's not necessary because it won't show. And we're going to lay them down, split like this in the Bowdabra, and we'll fluff them out later. But you just want to separate them, make sure you have them in. Yeah, I wanted to make sure there was 4 on one side, and 4 on the other. So we'll flip one over here so there's 4 on each side. And next we are going to take some forsythia branches and lay them in the Bowdabra. And looks like I forgot to get a price tag off. I'm going to go ahead and remove that real quick. This is a large branch of forsythia that I have split into 3 pieces. I'll lay that down like that. And then I have these dollar store filler flowers. I'm going to place one over on this side. I want it to go in like that. And one on the opposite side as well, over here. And now we're going to add our bow in, but we could add these in now, but they're not gonna, you'll have to be able to thread that through. I think I will. I'm gonna go ahead and be brave and try that on camera. Put these little eggs we got at the dollar store in there. And then now we're going to make our bow. You could tie that up and make it separate, but I like to make it all in one. So I've got some tails cut and they've already been dovetailed. I'm laying them in the tail. I'm going to go ahead and do my tails separate as I build the bow. So this is for this layer of ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and twist and fold. Do the twist and fold style bow. I want to get another little tail going. So on the right side.
You're absolutely correct. It is amazing how Bowdabra holds up everything without breaking.
Oh yeah, and this is another stuff the Bowdabra game for me. I'm going to make about a 5 or 6 inch loop, but you want to make sure you get a good twist and fold. Twist, that's folded, this is twisted. And now I want to make sure my loops are even. And I don't even know how many loops I'm going to get out of here, but it doesn't matter because on this type of a piece, it's going to all turn out really pretty. So twist, and you know what, it's my last one, so we'll fold it right there. So we got 4 loops. I can actually adjust it. And when you start getting it full, here's a little trick to use your Bowdabra bow wand to get everything a good scrunch to make room for more stuff. So now I've got our Easter ribbon, and we're not doing tails on this one. We're going to twist and get that wrong side up and fold it over, and we're going to go in a little bit smaller than the last set of loops. So twist, keep the pretty side up, and fold, twist. Make sure they're kind of even. They don't have to be perfect, but close enough. Twist. I'm going to stack them to keep them as even as possible. And fold. Twist. And we have a little extra, so I'm just going to go ahead and place that in, and it doesn't matter that it's smaller. It'll all fluff out beautiful in the end. Next, we're going to add some more tails with different color we're using. Place that in. And then we're going to do, you know what, this one's just going to be 2 loops, so I'm just going to put it in upside down and fold this over. You want to go a little bit smaller and fold this over. So now you have those loops that are slightly smaller. And then we're going to add 2 more tails to bring out all the pretty colors of the ribbon. And I'm going to crisscross these like this.
What I love is you can see it coming to life as you're making it.
Absolutely. All right, we don't really have a right or wrong side, but if you give it a little twist like that, it still gives the bow a little extra bounce, just putting those twists in there. We're going to go in slightly smaller.
Sandy back. I'm here as well, but I'm playing producer tonight.
Producer Sandy. Okay, we're just going to keep, this is going to be a little bit more, a few more loops because we've gone in smaller on our ribbon, but we still have the same amount of length. So we're twisting and folding until we get to the end. Twist and last, that could twist in there and fold and then place it down. The next, I have a little hydrangea that I cut off a bush of something. Who knows? I got so many scraps. And then that's it. You can go ahead and give it a scrunch if needed, but I could still put more stuff in here if I wanted to, but I'm out of stuff. I'm going to go ahead and go reach underneath my Bowdabra. This was the tricky part I was talking about. I have those loops from the eggs, so I wanted to thread that through so my loops get caught. And this won't show when we get ready to do that. Tie this up. I'm going to go reach under here, and I'm there, reaching under my Bowdabra and getting the loop in, and I'm going to thread this through, get it upwards. Sorry, I don't normally fumble like that. There we go. Got to thread it through, and that way I can do this all in one swoop. So I'm going to thread the loose ends through the looped end and pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, and then we're going to pull it out. Move that Lazy Susan and Bowdabra aside, and now I'm going to separate the ends. Keep pulling them tight, and I'm going to bring them to the back of this little centerpiece I'm making. I want to pull it through where I came from, but I don't have to go through the ornament hanger again. So pull it tight, and I'm going to tie it in a knot. Now you could actually hang this, tie this to a wreath, a large wreath, and make a nice wreath hanger out of it if I hadn't put the hanging flowers at the top. But we're going to use it for a centerpiece. So we're going to twist that in or cut it off. I'm going to pull this hydrangea up and now fluff out the bow. But you can already see, like Sandy said, it's coming to life. I want to pull these tulips up too. Move these around. If I'm still in the camera, I am. So now we're going to poof these loops out. Pull them where they can be seen. And then straighten out our tails. Not very many left. But you want to separate them and poof them out. We want our Easter ribbon to show. I'm going to cut these longer pieces out. I didn't need those. And cover them back up. Flip that pink. Move our tails, and you can always adjust your tails as you get to going. But I wonder how many out there have ever made floral designs in your Bowdabra. Comment if you have and let us know what you made. And now I've got, that's about all the fluffing I'm going to do right now, but you can always trim these down, and you want to make sure these tulips show. You have this beautiful table centerpiece. Set it onto a cake plate or something, and it actually balances the eggs out, and you can make this big old centerpiece in no time at all with no hot glue. That is no hot glue, floral foam, or a container. Thanks for watching. That is no hot glue, container, or floral foam. Thanks for watching.